So you want to improve your podcast, but you're on a budget? Well, we've got you covered. In this video, we'll give you 19 of our favourite bits of podcast equipment under $100. We've just produced a video about the best microphones under $100, which you can watch by clicking the link in the top right corner of this video. You could either get the Rode NT USB Mini, a super simple dynamic USB mic for $90. Or you could try the Shure SM58, a legendary XLR mic for $100, but you'll need an interface for this to work. If you want the best of both worlds, you could get yourself an Audio-Technica ATR 2100X, which is a dynamic USB and XLR microphone for just $80. Whether you're recording in person or remotely using Riverside.fm, having a good pair of monitoring headphones is essential. Being able to monitor your own voice will help ensure your levels are correct, and it will also stop the majority of mic bleed, which can occur when people don't use headphones. When you're using Riverside.fm, it's highly recommended that you use headphones, so we don't have to turn on our echo cancellation, which will result in your final recording sounding a little processed. The whole Riverside crew use the Audio-Technica ATH M50X, which you may or may not be able to find under $100. If not, you can get the M40X or M30X well into your budget. Want to sound like Joe Rogan? He uses the Sennheiser HD 280 Pro headphones, which you can get for around $80. Don't want to spend that much? Don't worry, you very easily be able to use some cheaper headphones from Amazon, say $30, or just use an existing pair of earbuds that you have. If you're using an XLR microphone, then you'll need to get an interface to take that analog signal and turn it into a USB signal that your computer will recognize. Now, my usual recommendation of the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 wouldn't come under the $100 budget, but you can get the Scarlett Solo for just one microphone input for around $90. Alternatively, you can get a mixer, like this Behringer Xenix Q1002X USB, which is yours for around $70. If you'd like to hear the difference between the Behringer and the Focusrite, you can watch this video in the top right of the screen. If you have a nice microphone, I'd recommend spending a little extra on a nice interface with good preamps, so avoid getting the $40 to $70 ones if you can. Another nice option is a Rode AI-1, which is also around $100. There are a ton of different accessories that you can get for under $100 that will all compound to improve the quality of your recording. Let me list off a few for you. XLR cables. You'll need these to work with your XLR microphones. A desk stand. I use these newer desk stands and they are great. They have a nice heavy base and do the job intended. A boom arm. For many years I've used this newer boom arm, which worked well for my lighter microphones. For an ATR 2100X or SM58, this will work great, but for a heavier microphone you'll want to upgrade. You can get the Rode PSA-1 or Blue Compass for around $80, which will work a treat. I'm using Rode stand in this video. A foam pop filter is absolutely essential for stopping those plosives from hurting your listeners' ears. You can pick up a bag of these for a couple of dollars, but don't expect the greatest quality. Alternatively, you can get a more premium option from Rode, the WS2 for $15 or so. The shock mount. If you're using a particularly sensitive microphone, it might be worth picking up a shock mount to remove any micro vibrations. You can get a good one for around $50. We've made a video showing the more expensive Elgato Camlink here, but you could get this cheap version which works a treat, turning your DSLR into a webcam for your video podcast. A teleprompter. If you're using a camera for your Riverside.fm recording, you can get a teleprompter so you're looking directly at the camera and at your guest, instead of off to the side on a separate screen. A light panel. In a particularly dark room, it might be worth getting an LED light panel or ring light to improve the quality of your video. So there are 19 bits of podcasting gear for under $100 to help you improve your show, from the best microphones to monitoring through to useful accessories. Take a screenshot if you want to reference this later. Is there anything we've missed? Let us know. Also, leave a comment with the best purchase you've made to improve your podcast so far. We're going to be producing a bunch more videos on this YouTube channel about podcasting, video interviews, and more. So if you want to learn more about starting and growing your podcast, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss an upload. Thanks for watching.